What's going on, everybody? Steve here, Raiken Profit, RaikenProfit.com, coming back to you with another video from my car. And I'm kind of a mess right now. I just got done with a softball game. I still got my little thingamajiggies on right now. We ended up winning, super pumped up about it. But I wanted to make a video talking about, is it possible to find super duper rare items at thrift stores and garage sales to sell on eBay? And the reason why I'm bringing this subject matter up is because I made a video the other day sharing a bunch of rare Nike items that sold on eBay, educating you guys about some of the items that are out there. And there were a couple comments that had come in behind the scenes and in the comments saying, Steve, it's not possible to find any of these items. You know, you make videos sharing and showcasing items that it's just impossible to find. And I wanted to cover this topic because it's a legitimate question, right? Is it possible to find some of these rare items that sold on eBay at thrift stores, garage sales, Facebook Marketplace, flea markets? So here's the thing. The more you go out thrifting, the more you go to garage sales, the more you put yourself in a position to get lucky, the luckier you're gonna get. The more you put yourself out there, the better chance you have of finding these items, right? Big shout out to Barbara. What's up? Smut God, good to see ya. And this is the thing. There's so many different types of items. Like in terms of just the clothing category, there's hundreds of brands, and within each brand, there's maybe one or two super rare things that you could find and sell for $300, $500, $700 or more. Collectibles, there's hundreds of thousands of rare items. Electronics, computer pieces, shoes. There's so many different categories. So one of the keys that I've found as a reseller is to start learning as much as you possibly can. Now, I recommend starting with a niche, right? I wanted to say niche, but I decided to go with the niche. Niche or niche, help me. I started off with clothing, and I mastered clothing, and I found out and learned about tons of different brands and items that are super rare. And over time, I got lucky, and I would find really, really rare items like the brand Willis & Geiger, leather jackets. Those are so rare. But if you educate yourself and you put yourself out there and you thrift and you flip through those clothing racks and you go to thrift store after thrift store, you're gonna find those rare items. And in one of the previous videos that I posted about Nike, my good friend Greg, who is the valet picker on YouTube, he found a rare 1980s, I believe it was 1980s, vintage Nike t-shirt that he paid $1.99 for and sold for $216, which is insane. Now, the only reason he found it is because he went to the thrift store. So keep in mind, a lot of these rare items that people share, and sometimes I'll even share, the point of it isn't to tell you to go out there and find it today or find it tomorrow. The purpose is for you to be educated and have that in the back of your mind. And if you ever see it, you recognize it, you're aware of it, and you pick it up. Now, if you educate yourself with 1,000 rare items over a 5-year period, you might only find 12 or 15 or 20 or maybe 80 or maybe 6 of them. But at the end of the day, you found one of those rare items because you were educated. And that's the goal of sharing these items on my YouTube channel. When I go through the sold listings, when I talk about various brands, when I show you items that sold for 400, isn't to get your hopes up, isn't to get you overly excited. And I know what it's like to be new and to maybe be a little green, thinking that you're gonna go out and find it like that. And I apologize for anyone who gets their hopes up. But realistically, you can find these items. Not everyone's gonna find them, but the more you go out there, the more you thrift, the more you put yourself in a position to get lucky, the luckier you are going to get. You know, I found some pretty cool items over the days that I never thought that I would ever find. And if you guys follow other YouTubers, it's amazing what some people come across and flip. There was actually somebody in the green room the other day who found, I believe it was Disney tickets from like the 50s or 60s. It was really old. Don't quote me on that, but it was old, really old. And it sold for like $1,000 or $2,000, which is like so rare, which is insane. I don't know the story behind it, but just unbelievable, right? There's, you know, those big E Levi's jeans that the little tab on the Levi's jeans, if you find the big E ones, especially if they're old and vintage, you can get $300, $400, $500, $600, $1,000 plus for those rare items. So the best piece of advice I can give you is educate yourself as much as possible. Learn about not only mid-grade items that sell for 30 or 40 bucks, but also educate yourself on items that sell for 50 to 100 or for $200 to $500. You know, the bread and butter, $30 to $50 items, you're gonna find on a regular basis. The ones that are $100, $200 plus, they're out there. They're just a little harder to find. But again, if you put yourself in a position to get lucky, you will definitely get lucky. So if any of you guys have found anything really rare lately, drop a comment down below. I'd love to know what's something really awesome or something really rare that you found. Again, the best thing that I've witnessed recently, and it's gonna kick butt of anything I found recently, was that Nike t-shirt that Greg found. If you look at the thumbnail of my vintage Nike video that I just posted, that was it, and it sold for 216 bucks. You could probably find it in a sold listing still. So it's pretty awesome. Pretty excited about that. So just want to make this video and clear things up for the beginners and maybe people to for the people who don't really know what to expect. So go out there, thrift often, hit the garage sales every weekend, educate yourself, and put yourself in a position to get lucky. So looks like Jennifer said she found some Adidas women's Harmon Body suit, bought for $5, flipped for $109. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. What did we find the other day? We found a Star Wars Monopoly board game. That was a pretty cool item that we found. I think that was selling for close to $100 on Amazon that we found the other day. There's a few of them out there. Really good item right there. So anyways, I'm gonna get going. I gotta go into the grocery store right now and get some dinner, but just wanted to say hello. Appreciate you all. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button down below, and I look forward to making a lot more videos for you guys in the future. So go out there, find some rare items, and keep on picking and making that money. Bye.